Hello everybody, hope everyone is doing well. I did need a bit longer of a roll on. Wasn't feeling that great, but hopefully that has subsided now. And I just want to get into game and keep working on stuff. Because there's always more to do in this pack. I have been thinking about how to lay out things. Because that's one of the big things is snaking the whole AE system around everything. Let's see where we're at. How is everything doing? He's still running. Yeah, everything looks good there. I was debating maybe taking another tinier AD system and taking it over there for now, because I'm not sure if I'm going to bridge the two areas. You're loaded. At least all the chunk loading seems to have worked. How's the power over here? It's still keeping up. That's definitely a decent amount of... Did I have more tanks? Might as well grab more of it. Decent amount of chlorine from chlorine reprocessing. There we go, 53 tanks of 32 buckets apiece. Oh, should check the clean room. Wrench crowbar. There we go. That should fix itself back up. I mean, it's full of HP again, so hopefully it's been running okay. Not losing too much. Um, Drop off the majority of these tanks again. Titanium still turning away. Part of me does really want to get to be able to use that thorium. That was another thing I was thinking about, was how to set up the power system. Let's see here. Alright. Did build a bunch of drive bays. My problem is I'm still kind of getting a little bit of paralysis because I want to partition. That's what it's called. I want to partition these cells so they don't take everything. Because unlike most people, I don't like just throwing space in these. Hey Lizzie, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I'm doing okay. Why do I keep coming over here? It's not something... That's good. How much pure quartz do I have? Or pure Certus quartz? Actually, I might need to work on cable production more. What does it take to make covered again? Fluix plus a rubber. Polyvinyl chloride pulp. That doesn't bring down the processing time. It just brings down the rubber cost. Here you can at least do a bulk recipe. I do need silicone rubber for these. Methanol, hydrochloric acid, raw silicone. I might finally have to look at LCRs. TFE, stainless steel. Your motor. Because to do a lot of the bigger complex chemical processing, I'm probably going to need large chemical reactors. Get some more Fluix dust made up. Yep, that reprocessed all the magnesium chloride. So that's... If I could just get this chlorine back to the other system, I'd have an effective loop. Yep, you're still doing okay. think the big thing I want is fluid cells at this point. I need to get some fluid handling for the AE system. Otherwise, I'm just kind of gonna keep getting stuck where I am. Fluid cells. I would like to get 16x's. MV circuit assembler. MV circuit, LV circuit, pump, fluid processors, good circuit boards. Fluid processors, these are fluid. Engraved with diamond chipsets. So yeah, diamond plates being stocked here, right? Yep. But only half a stack. Nope. No, it's the other one. This one's inserting gold. Okay, so still need to do more Certus quartz eventually. Good circuit board. Yeah, I do have some engraved Lapitron crystals left. Because we'll need those. So that should make me fluid processor tier 1. Or fluid circuit. Then I need to mix it with a engineering processor. Oh, it has to be an EV assembler. Yep. Gotta remember my tech levels. Oh, I already keep forgetting I've left a bunch of engineering processors over there. Okay, that's all set up. Extra Essentia processors. I need more good circuit board. LV. MV. Three fluid processors. The overworld base is able to produce good circuit boards on demand. Might as well grab some from there. See how it's running. Also need to check on my bees. Supernatural, supernatural. Ethereal, supernatural, ethereal, ethereal. Still working on earthen. Nope, didn't order anything from here last time. There we go. Ocean. That's what I was trying to get. From the ocean bee. And even after all that, I only got one. It only rolled the species once. Okay, good. It's backed up on peat. Everything here's running at full capacity. Good. And I wanted good circuit boards. Coated. Good circuit boards. Half a stack. Yeah, it says it can do it. Check my lousy food while I'm here. I am short on apples. Get refilled on slime too. I could use like half a stack of boiled eggs. Yeah, that's definitely something I'll need in the AE system is on-demand food. Probably better stuff. What else did I need for these? Oh, they require 2 fluid processors per. Oh, MV pumps. Get like 16 of those made up. Oh, got another wizard. That's good. Still waiting for them to grow up. mean, overall, this is still cheaper. But it means I'm probably going to have to do some more Lapotron crystals. Get them engraved. Yeah, I want to try to get most of this stuff auto-crafting in some way. Grab this few extra pieces of aluminum cable. Uh, 6-3. Before 2. Before 1. Still debating on which cable I want to go with. Or 2. I would like to be able to make this stuff, but this is the platinum mix, isn't it? Yeah, vanadium, platinum, titanium. I would, because I need to do one of the platinum. Yeah. Platinum processing, because there's multiple ways to do it. 2A, 2B. Aqua Regia. Medium, extreme mixing. Dichlorobenzene. To make higher tier cables, you'll need polyethylene sulfide to coat them. Sodium sulfide. Which one is it? Oh, that's like for Ivy tier. Oh, okay. There's a whole thing I was missing. Space, pulverize the planet. Instone dust, or ender goo. Playing with dust, tungstate. Tungsteel HSSG. And that's all, yeah, epoxoid. Okay, so this is the epoxy routes. Graphene. Tron dust water fast. The remote IO water reservoir works like an everfull urn in that you can pull water out as fast as you need. Additionally, you can pull water from any side of the block. You can further upgrade it into a reservoir hatch, which can be used as an input hatch directly, producing massive amounts of distilled water with a distillation tower has never been easier. Massive amounts of water could be condensed into something useful. Okay, so that's just more water production. Hey Guther, welcome in. Guther Cole. Hopefully that's how you say it. Hope you're doing well. Yep, I'm Gregging in kind of a weird way. Kind of doing my own thing. But still turning away at it. This was my first base, all running off logistics pipes. It's multiple layers. I've been trying to set up an AE base in the Twilight Forest. I've still been kind of using HV combustion. I have some thorium I've been sitting on. Because I did titanium without going to the moon. So I've been getting thorium as a byproduct. Like, just last stream I built a Lapatron extreme battery buffer, but I haven't set it up to use it. I've mostly been using basic diesel from Soul Sand production. Okay, good circuits. Molten tin. Trying to get fluid handling. Fluid processors. That's one. Right, these need a clean room. Yeah, I haven't really gotten to the multi-blocks besides spamming a bunch of random EBFs. I was definitely trying to get to AE2 before I started doing a bunch of multi-block spam. But yeah, definitely needs it. I completed FTB Interactions Remastered before this. No, once I get past like UHV, I'm going to be pretty in the dark in this pack. Because that was kind of Interactions Remastered kind of it didn't have the super tech that this pack does. Like tech and things. Up to Stargate. I know Stargate's the end, I just don't know how to get there. So I'm interested in finding out. What was it I needed? Oh, right, I was going to take this 10. Yeah, I've personally been going for infinite production over mining. So everything I've been currently producing is pretty much infinite. And I was doing a lot of... I worked my way through figuring out how to do manual automated Thaumcraft alchemy. this basically has been producing me what, tantalum, Certus quartz. That's the stuff coming in. Antimony, tantalum, battery alloy, chrome, and Certus quartz from Thaumcraft Alchemy. Yeah, I'm not doing twist space this run. Because that seems like a whole nother headache. See, are you back up to... Yeah, you're back up to 100% good. What's the fuel situation look like? Well, you're mostly back up. That's good. I do need big distillation towers. Right, did I put a... Oh, I have more Lapotron. Do have that in here. I need to just bring over the circuit assembler. Yeah, but basically I just got to AE2 within the last, like, 20 hours. So I've been trying to get it planned out how to build it out to take over this logistics pipe system. But this system doesn't have any auto crafting because I was putting off building it out until I finalized how I was building it out for AE2. Uh, I've played Thaumcraft since it first came out, and I'm just used to Thaumcraft being like a tech magic mod and integrating it into tech. Like, getting to DigiSenja is going to wildly change, is going to probably triple the amount of magic I currently am using. And eventually I am going to do meteors, probably meteor mining. All right, I'm going to grab this circuit assembler. And then what else did I need? Oh yeah, I was debating making more Lapotron crystals. No, those... I'm forgetting a step. There we go. Need to press those again. Because this should give me about 3 16K fluid cells, so I can do steam, diesel, and I don't know, another fluid. I'm also trying... I'm a weirdo that likes to partition everything, so I basically need a drive for everything I want in my system. Because I don't like my systems getting flooded. Especially if I'm doing infinite production. There's 3 more fluid processors. And since it's 2 per 16K, this will get me 3. We'll have to make the housings, though. I'm still debating on which cable I'm using. I'm going to go P2P for long distance power. And I'm just going to eat the 10% loss. Because I think that saves so much resources in the long run. Put you over here. There we go, it's running. 16K fluid cells. They only give you one, that's annoying. Well, 2's enough for another cell. I do have to make some housings, though. Food crafting, auto crafting. That's spatial. I've already done a couple 16K Essentia cells. I do want to see if I can get a ring running. But I feel like I'm going to need the... Priority straight. Short guide to external buses. I do think I'm going to need the reactor for that. Okay, so which housings do these take? Certus quartz, stainless steel, Certus quartz screws. Yeah, I basically want these ones. Yep. Okay, stainless steel, Certus quartz screws, aluminum plate. I both like and hate how complex AE2 is in this pack. Like, I do like thought out progression, and this does have a lot of thought out progression. For the most part. No, those are already put together. It is, I will say it's up there with a lot of the more thought out packs that I've played. And I do like them using like the old BC chipsets for as a crafting component. Because a lot of times you don't make these old chipsets anymore because no one uses gates. Okay, so I've been playing since Buildcraft 1 and Industrial Craft 1. Back when we could first make an automated quarry and then auto refine it into double ores. That's how long I've been playing modded Minecraft. So I know a lot of the just old stuff, and sometimes I have to look and see. Oh, I'm out of LV circuits. Man, I need to mass produce low voltage circuits here. Actually, I need to set up ultra low voltage and low voltage. Because otherwise I have to keep coming back to the overworld for those parts. I want to check that wizard. See what's my current string of bees doing. You're still running. Yeah. I mean, that was how it was for Industrial Craft 1 and Buildcraft. Original Buildcraft was if well, I mean it still does it, but these days if you're using pipes like that, you're usually using logistics pipes. But back in the old days, yeah, the pipe bounce out was extreme, even for stuff that did work. I remember having vacuum pipes everywhere just to pick up stuff and put it back in the system when it fell out. And that was when vacuum pipes were new for Buildcraft, along with the quarry. Because I played with the quarry when it only needed a redstone signal. before BC power was ever created. Right, I came over here for more LV circuits. Should have this, actually. I'm going to change my active supplier so it tries to stockpile a whole stack at a time. Close enough. I don't think I'll need them, but I'll grab more Mark 1 pipes. Yeah, the system's doing okay. Darkness burning. Let's see, that's the input chest. I did get super unlucky, so I had to build myself one of these slime aggravation slime farms. I mean, logistics pipes did a pretty good job before AE came around. And I mean, BC wasn't awful, and we used to have red power sorting. Red power sorting was the other one that got bad, but at least it didn't drop items. That one just backstuffed itself. Yeah, there's nothing else I can really grab here right now. Okay, what's this wizard got? Your first trade is for knowledge fragments. Trying to get a wizard that just gives me fast salts. What do you got? Ender pearls, I don't really care about. You're the one that wants to buy pork. Oh, actually, you both buy pork. Might sell some of my pork byproduct. That's a funny thing. The Thaumcraft setup I have has a byproduct of pork. Because it's really easy to turn life essence into extra pork. Okay, you didn't unlock your next level. And then you want amber. Do I still got some amber on me? No. I'll have to grab some. Priest. I forget what your guys' other trades are. Let's see. Redstone dust. Jukebox. Can these get broken down in this one? Yeah, but they're not worth anything. Yeah. I don't need sound villager. Got an apothecary already that I figured out. I mean, at least I'm not infinitely cramming them like some people. This setup only creates so many villagers at a time. Yeah, I'll have to get some amber if I want to check out some more trades. This version of villager trading is both good and bad. Let's see. If I had amber, it'd probably be over here. Set up some more alienists to get broken down. Muto. Yep. Yep, there's some amber. Fill that up a little bit. Oh, I'm 1 MB short. Do I have my requester pipe on me? Yep. MV circuit. Okay. That gets me my 3rd fluid, or 4th fluid storage. I just got to make the cases for them. Do I still have Certus quartz screws, or do I need to make more? Nope, still have Certus quartz screws. Certus quartz plate. Aluminum plate. I need stainless steel plate. What I find sad is AE2 and logistics pipes could work really well together if the what was it? You could craft or request crafting or use a request pipe. To grab everything from the logistics pipe system. You can do, yeah, stainless steel plate. I'm not a huge, I mean, I do hear about it, but I'm not a huge sports fan. Right, that's black steel. It's like the one auto crafting I set up. Well, okay, I set up a few, but the major one. Dump off like motor parts and machine parts. Oh, it is time for break. Oh, and nausea. Okay, so we'll take a break here, and then we'll be back. Okay. I gotta remember that currently I'm not producing any steel. Because that's the reason I still have this. Yeah, they're awful, but doing a couple minutes every hour means they at least share 50% of the revenue with me, supposedly. And it gives me a chance to take a break myself, so I don't overdo it. It's the only reason I don't burn out I don't burn out faster. Okay, was waiting on stainless steel plate to make housing, so I can actually finally make food cells. Yeah, otherwise I forget to take a break for like hours, and then I just kind of have to end stream, even though I could have just taken a break and gone longer without burning myself out. Titanium looks like it's doing well. Because I think I get is it 2 or 4 buckets every time you do this loop? I mean, not positive. It's a net loop, but still. Electrolyzer. No, I just want the salt recipe. One per two. Eight per six. 2 to 1. 1, 4. Okay, so it takes 4 chlorine to make 1 ingot. You get 6 magnesium chloride that turns to 8, which is 4. Yep, it's a zero loop. But I get 4. But I was wrong. I get 4 buckets per. And if you ever want to see how I got somewhere in a run, I do post all my VODs to a YouTube VOD channel, which there should be links around. Like you can go watch me do all of Interactions Remastered, which is literally just GTNH Lite. Chlorine is probably going to be one. I'll have the ME system pass chlorine back. I can stop doing this manually. It's just right now it's a pain because I have these 3 major areas are all independent logistics pipe systems that are all just passing items through long distance item pipes in a way that will cause them to never back up. That took a lot of brain power, but AE is going to completely replace that, except that I have to load every chunk. So my plan to be a little bit spread out kind of did was kind of an annoyance. Okay, what else did I need here? Fluid housing. No, that should be everything. Screwdriver, hammer. Okay, I did take my hammer out of there. It means it's probably in my bag. Quartz plate. Yeah, this is only enough for 2 right now. I need to cut more surface quartz. Screwdriver, hammer. There's at least 2 housing. I'm currently using passive anchors. So I am playing on. I decided that for this first run of GTNH, I'm playing it as released. So I haven't done any config modifications. So I have pollution currently on. I have FTB utilities turned off. So I don't have blast protection. If I blow something up, it blows up everything around it. I've already done that a couple times. Yeah, you can just craft and grid these ones. Do I need a different workbench for this? Actually, I should grab chlorine. Yeah, so that's I've got an Enderman melter. I found an Enderman spawner in the dungeon I started on top of, and I have basically infinite Ender pearls, and I have various systems just moving them around. And these are all chunk loaded on a private server. Because especially when running these mod packs and trying to stream, it's a pain. So now it's filtered for chlorine. I don't have a fluid. I don't think I have a fluid interface yet. How hard are they to make? Visualizing stuff, fluid terminal. Actually, let me double check I didn't get one. Pattern crafting interface. Nope. Fluid terminal. ME terminal. Oh, so that's the basic ME terminal, so I gotta make another one. Need another basic ME terminal. Certus quartz, nether quartz, illuminated panel, quartzite screw, MV circuit. Need to order more MV circuit. Need to make more Certus quartz plate. Compressed dust is the fastest way. Question is, do I have any quartzite screws anywhere still? I've got quartzite. Can make some. No, there's a quartzite screw. Okay, so what else does this need? Nether quartz rod. Nether quartz. Quartz. Oh, right, MV circuit. Need to go order more of those. Don't forget my shulker. I forgot the requester pipe. so nice once I can do wireless AE and have everything in the system. No, it's not in this one. I should just grab like another half stack. Okay. Quartzite screw, another quartz. Heavy circuit. Quartz plate, screwdriver. There's the regular ME terminal, and then to make it into the fluid one, annihilation formation, fluix, lapis plate. Can I use dust compression? Yes. Let's see, do I have any lapis dust squirreled away? Laterite dust. Yeah, there's some. I just gotta clean it. Laterite, lapis, glossnare. Uh, Decent amount of lapis to turn into plate. Annihilation formation. Looks like I might need to make some formation cores. Logic processors, Certus quartz, pure fluix. Nope, those are item processors. Logic processors. And then, what was it? Some fluix. Formation, annihilation. Lapis plate. Fluid terminal. Let's put those over there. Lots of containers. I could upgrade them, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Yep, there we go. Chlorine. Now I just need actual interfaces to move stuff in and out of the system. A basics. What else can I get out of these? I mean, I don't need anything specifically out of those. What if I upgrade these? Mostly cards, ME controller, quantum link chamber. Yeah, the chambers aren't that hard to make. It's the singularities that I need to start matter condensing. And then it's how much power the rings actually take to get cross-dimensional transport. All right, I was going to look up dual interfaces. Interface, 2 fluid processors, iron plate, lapis. Level maintainer. Yeah, dual interface. Yeah, I need more fluid processors. Which means I need to build a few more Lapitron crystals. Maybe go with 4. A little bit of platinum. That's interesting. So there's a platinum B, but it doesn't... You can't get it normally? Hmm. Platinum Queen, yep. Yeah, it doesn't have any crossbreed information. And I can't mutate it. Okay. Look in dual interfaces. Fluid level emitter. There is an essential level emitter, which is nice. I think I can use that to my advantage. Maintainer. And magic terminal. I need that in the Vis relay. Centavis, yep. And then I can do magic crafting in the AE system. And eventually auto crafting in the AE system for magic. I don't have anything currently running. Need some more engraved Lapotron crystals. Right, this is only 1 amp and it's using 2. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I had to get enough titanium to get the molecular separator to be able to do deep slate processing to get titanium. It's sad these don't stack. Okay, engrave these into crystals. And I can use them for fluid chips. These are definitely slow. Yep, that's completely backed up on surface quartz dust. Could make some more surface quartz tanks. Just so I have them. Because they are awfully handy. But with AE2 fluid handling, I won't need to pack around as many tanks everywhere. Okay, let those run. I'm going to go back and see what I can get from that wizard trader. Yeah, I only have 2 AE2 basic bags. I can't upgrade that. Upgrade that till I get 3. No. Wanted to sleep. So I've got a glass layer over the Twilight Forest to stop rain. Also, it never gets completely dark in the Twilight Forest, but it's never it's always twilight, so I haven't been able to move bees to the Twilight Forest. Of course you want to sell me a ring I don't want. Because I'm already wearing 2 basic runic shield rings. They don't even have aspects to break down. Order shards. Means I don't have to dig up more. And then the book trade. Come on, I want basalt so I don't have to produce them as much. Then you want chicken nuggets. And because I don't have an infernal blast furnace, I'm not doing that. What else priests can do? I brought over pork chops. I keep forgetting. Well, I don't need more. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have anything I want. Well, there's some mortar shards. Yeah, dump all that over in the Twilight Forest. It's funny how lucky I got on my first one. Oh, that's not even my queen princess. There it is. Ethereal, supernatural, supernatural, ethereal. Mix you two together. Trying to get earth in. I got 2 half earthen, but I'm trying to get it on the princess before I try to stabilize it. Could try to genome sequence them, but that usually takes forever when they're only half. No, looks like I grabbed everything that I currently was producing here. Yeah, I don't need anything else over here right now. Wondering if I could do something dumb like manual peat farming. Because I have too much time wood here for this farm to keep up with. Because I could always go higher pressure. I should drop all this stuff off. Higher, not higher pressure boilers. The bigger boilers like tungsten, or not tungsten. The other one, titanium. Right. I was going to turn dual interfaces. Because I need at least 2 for fluid to be able to move the chlorine. Diamond chips. Make more fluid processing chips. Have I scanned all this stuff? I didn't scan another quartz rod. I just made those. Alright, scanned all that stuff. Because I'm only about halfway through Thaumcraft research doing it manually. Well, I'm still probably under... I'm somewhere... Probably about a third of the way done. Now that I think about it. Because this does add a lot of research. With all the Thaumcraft add-ons. But I do need to get rid of some warp before I add more warp. I gotta get more fluid processors. And I want a dual interface, or I want an interface block. Iron, lapis. And of course I didn't regrab the request pipe. Can I just snag some iron plate? Copper, silver, iron plate. Yeah, then I just need the fluid processors. Dual interface. Glowstone plate lamp. No, I'll take another loot bag. Yeah, Centavis relay. Mixed crystal, terrace screws, P2P tunnel, ordo plates. Because I need these to be able to route the artificial nodes through the AE system. I do find it funny that these don't require a Vs relay. I mean, I guess the ordo plate kind of subs in for that. I just find it a little funny. Right, I need 2 of these. I'll have to see how these react with the logistics pipe system. I did make this a little weird. And I don't have any fluid provider pipes. Because on the one end, I can just shove fluids in. But I technically need the logistics pipe system to be able to take it out. And grab 10 more fluid extractors just in case. Oh, they're still running. Yeah, good. I haven't put any bags over here yet. Because I have a bad habit of putting stuff in weird places. Hey, Ollie, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay, just grinding away at GTNH. Yeah, it's going to take a minute. What else to work on? I'm doing okay. More ethereal larva. I could start setting up another queen. I'm sorry, but I have a zero tolerance policy for solicitors. I have business email for a reason. Right, I was looking if I had any extra princesses laying around. I have been thinking about making a swarmer and using that. But those only give you ignobles. Yeah, these are all my noble ones. These are all the strains I currently had set up. I could start using these ones. I know I have the gene library. I mean, I could, yeah. And I wouldn't have to do a bunch. Yeah, I'll probably just take the supernatural princess for my holdouts, I guess. Because it's not like even if I lose this gene database, this is all tied to my character. So it's not like I can lose all those genomes I've sequenced. Okay, that's enough to work with. All right. Actually, I need to be back over here. So let's test if I just slap down a dual interface and a fluid pipe. Actually, I could probably just replace this one. And then fluid provider. And it pulls the chlorine directly out. That's exactly what I wanted to see happen. That means I don't have to tell the system what to get. It will just get it when it needs it. All right, now I need to put chlorine in. Let's see, I have the power acceptor over there. Don't need the tanks anymore. Auto output. Alright, it's currently not accepting fluids, probably because it's not online. Right, and I don't have this P2P, so I actually need to put a P2P tunnel down. Yes, because that's where I wanted it. Okay. I'll just use dense in case I need to pull more off of it. And let's see, where am I going to hook this up to? Which P2P tunnel? So that's the drives. Maybe this one? Okay, so now it should be auto-depositing in. Yep, and then it's being pulled out the other side. Yeah, I need to store loose sand. Actually, I also need to process it. Technically, I have fluid handling, Essentia handling, and item handling all in AE2. I just got to keep expanding. I keep bringing up Factorio because that's kind of where these packs, these GTNH and Interactions Remastered are kind of built around like the idea of kind of a Factorio mindset. Okay, so this should now be infinite titanium production. The chlorine always gets cycled back. Titanium's produced from nothing. Technically, the chlorine's also produced from nothing. But at least reprocessing means I'm not losing the chlorine like I was before because I was being lazy. There we go. I knew I had more fluid chips somewhere. Okay, I'll make these up and then I need to make more fluid housing. Actually, that needs more engineering processors. Probably gonna do dumb auto crafting. Let's see, import bus. Or dictionary. Void cells, void fluid. Item processor tier 2 and advanced circuit board, which is epoxy. I gotta do epoxid. Because, yeah, I'm kind of at the three big material production chains for EV. Platinum, radon, which radon I do have to go to the space for. I don't think there's a way around that. Combat 2, Combat 3. HV chemical bath or better is needed for the quantum eye. Yeah. Process ilmenite better. What do I get out of Endstone dust? Platinum metal powder. Oh, tungstate. Helium. With some helium, I could probably start making at least HV superconductor. HV superconductor base. Copper dust, barium, titanium, oxygen, HV mixer. And I have to be able to make liquid helium. HV pump, tiny titanium fluid pipe, superconductor base wire. Liquid helium. Yeah, I can just do that in the vacuum freezer. Because I don't think I can do EV superconductor. I think I looked at this yesterday. Yeah, I need the uranium, which is the same thing I need for the be able to make radon. Which requires me to go to it's pinch blend. Yeah, I need to go to Mars or Phobos for uranite pitch blend. But then that gets me radon and some other reactor fuels. Yeah, radium. Which then you can decay directly into radon. Let's see, do I have the parts to make a better AE loot bag? And up its chances. Yeah, 3 AE basic. EV assembler. Item processor tier 2. Grave diamond chip. I don't have an EV engraver yet. Well, at least I got that. I'll have to save it though. Okay, what's holding me back from the precision laser engraver? Ah, radon. The whole thing I gotta go to the moon for. There's no way in hell I can sneak one of these, right? Yeah, it needs IV parts. Quantum star and iridium rod, tungsteel. Yeah, nope. Quantum stars. That also needs radon. Don't think there's any way around that. Oh, it is time for break though. All right, so we'll take a break here and then we'll be back. Okay. Yeah, I have to get radon. And there's just no other way around it without going to space. Yeah, no, that's IV. Aqua gas. Molten atomic separation catalyst. Well, no, that's in the IV cracker at IV. Can't do that. Atomic. Nope, that means plutonium. Yeah, there's no way around it. So, if I want to make any more major advancements, I have to go to space. Don't think I need lazurite for anything. Might as well make this all into lapis plate. Yeah, I think I just need to keep expanding AE2 for now, and then, yep, work on going to space. Because, yeah, I can't do space bees unless I get to UV. Because you need the mutatron to bypass the hive requirements. Yeah, no, and you can't get plutonium bees without going to space either. So yeah, nope. I'm completely locked behind going to Mars now. As far as I can tell, there's no way around it. I'm just not a huge fan of any of the space mods, especially without a teleport or at least some sort of item handling. I could maybe make myself a personal. Might as well collect stuff. Random biotite. I have a bunch of old quests I haven't collected. I think that was the only one there, yeah. And all the way back to Steam. Titanium, stable machine casings. Industrial coke oven, mass distilled water. Nitric and sulfuric acid. ExxonMobil chem plant. This is the difficult part in the whole process. The multi in which nitrobenzene is crafted is the ExxonMobil chemical plant, also known as the chem plant. And it is a gigantic 7x7x7 structure with 4 separate upgradable parts to it. And worse, the outer structure uses multi-block machine casings, making the distillation tower look cheap by comparison. And the inside needs a lot of the casings used to craft single blocks. The difference between them is that the tier of the outer structure that you need is mentioned in the recipe you want to craft. And the tier of the inner structure is generally related to the EU per tick of the recipe, -1 tier. This is because, like the EBF and large chemical reactor, you can use 2 energy hatches, so the HV recipe can be made with MV energy hatches. Since the inner structure tier dictates the max tier of the hatches used in the chem plant, you can make it out of MV machine casings, which use aluminum. The outer structure will still need many stacks of titanium, so this is where most of your effort will go. Good luck. Technically, you could also make nitrobenzene in the LCR instead of the chem plant, but it is less energy efficient and dilutes your acid. The option is only added for those too weak to handle the chem plant. And you get an upgraded tier 4 bag for free. Industrial coke ovens. Oh, you get a little tungsten dust. But this is for EV, coke oven brick, Tanta alloy. Tanta alloy, what are you a mix of? Titanium, iridium, Tanta alloy 60, tungsten titanium. I don't have access to tungsten directly. Tungsten trioxide. Tungstenic acid. Hydrochloric acid, scheelite. Can be found on far-end asteroids. Oh, so I could maybe find it in the end. Yeah, this is the one that's just a bunch of tungsten. What? EV motors, drums, empty fuel rods, conduit, conduit speed, sonarium batteries, components, styrene butylene, hatches, item detector, filter, reinforced glass, workstations, nichrome cable, rich titanium fluid cell, obsidian chest. What are the staffs of traveling to build? Dark steel rod, vibrant alloy, processor, ender, right, soul vial. Travel anchors. LV fuel generator, machine chassis, elevator, electrical steel, pulsating crystal. Pearl aluminum frame, small gear. Yeah, elevators aren't that expensive. Right, red steel, HV, and pearl. The fuel generators are a little annoying to make. And then the chassis are also a little bit annoying. Electrical steel, steel casing. Manganese foil, aluminum, polyethylene. I mean, I technically have access to infinite manganese, it's just really slow. There we go. It was breaking down ender pearls because this is one of the easier ways it looks like to get void metal, is to break down ender pearls. I didn't finish refining the ordo shards. Oh, I did need a bit of alienness. Oh, I broke it all down. I guess I need to break down more ender pearls. Let's see, do I have any just sitting around? Nope, but there are some. I need to be careful about that. I guess start breaking down another stack. There we go. Well, I should store the extra callum. How's it spelled again? CAELUM. Because this breaks down into vitreous and metallum, which are both rather useful, actually. Just not using them right now. Except to make Certus quartz and technically all the metals. Tenumbre vacuous. Alright, void seeds. I guess might as well break some of this down. Vitrum, metallum. There you go. Yeah, then it's just a bunch of metallum to turn it into void metal. And then from void metal I can use that to get molten void, which is the thing you can use in the autoclave for 100% chance. Yeah, 100% recrystallization. What is this stuff? Okay, it doesn't exist, it looks like. Good to know. Thank you for this. It's the only thing I don't like is materials that you can't get that show up in NEI or whatever, whichever storage it is. Hider. Been stockpiling that just because it doesn't really break down into anything useful. There we go. And you're full. I guess break down some more. Dito's almost, or Percontio's almost full. Didn't mean to throw that. Can be dumped into the system. Vacuous tenumbre. I do have some more tenumbre here. There you go. Void seeds, because I also need void metal for other stuff. Metallum. I mean, extra vitreous is extra Certus quartz. And I used up all the vacuous. A little bit of a Thaumcraft distraction. But I'll get that automated soon enough. Epoxid. I need epoxid and silicone. Ketone, phenol, hydrochloric acid, epichloridian. Right, hydrochloric acid, glycol. Or glycerol. The best way to get glycerol is a byproduct of biodiesel. Can use ethanol. I could make barley biodiesel. Oh, I had some lapis dust right here. hydroxide. Yeah, this is the recipe I'd like to use. Or no, it's this one. Because right, these tanks can only hold 16, but I have to do seed oil cells. Sodium hydroxide dust, ethanol. It is biodiesel to burn. Right, I can't do paired singularities till I go to space. Damn it. Everything's trapping me behind the radon. Radon plasma. I don't think I'm anywhere near plasma reactors. Abyssal alloy. Oh yeah, no, that's way later material. Um, yeah, I just don't see any other way around radon. Because yeah, you have to oil crack this stuff. Yeah, no. Nowhere near any kind of plasma reaction. Uranium depleted molten salt. Large gas tower. Nope. That's just the decayed. Active sludge dust. Protein stone. Requires ivy. What's this stuff? Enriched naquita. Necodine. Sodium hydroxide. Quadria rich solution. Nope. Needs a neutron activator. Which requires an EV emitter. And an IV tech, which is all tungsten or tungsteel. Yeah, I just kind of have to go to space. Yeah, this is all tungsteel. Sorry, going down the rabbit hole. Yeah, it's probably just easier to go to space. Thorium nitrate, oxygen dioxide, thorium nitrate, thorium hydroxide, sodium nitrate, thorium hydroxide, thorium tetrafluoride. Uranium tetrafluoride. Don't think I'm going to have access to that. Thorium dust. Thorium 232 tetrafluoride. Valspar. Zinc chloride. Sodium chloride, feldspar dust. Looks like an alloy that I don't even use. Good. Thorium tetrafluoride. Nope, that's useless. LFTR. Yeah, don't have access to uranium, so I can't do uranium hexafluoride. Thornite. Oh, that's just a ways to undo it. IV tier glass. Yeah, that's all it's used for. Okay. Uranium carbide thorium mixture, which requires uranium. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking about doing with it is thorium fuel rods. Thorium 232, lutenite, polonium, thallium, krypton. Kainite dust. That's in an IV mixer. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Lutenum. Sapphire. That's all way later. Oh, I can't even. I wouldn't even be able to reprocess this because this needs an IV. Okay, never mind. Or a thermal centrifuge. But that only gets me those two things, which don't get me anywhere. I mean, I can still use it for power. But there's no way to get radon or uranium from thorium. Is there any other weird lithium? Trinium. Yeah, then you can't do anything with it. Helium, glowstone fuel rods, sonarium, sonarium. HV canner. Because, yeah, that's a way to get sonarium batteries. Is this used for something else? Your good old single block molecular transformer is gone. So how to obtain sonarium? Well, there are a couple ways, but at the EV you'll need to radiate glowstone and convert it. Speed. But is it only good for batteries? Jello long titanium. Because if I messed around with multi-block turbines in Interactions Remastered, but they are definitely different in this pack. So no, Cenarium is only good for batteries. Then I can already make Lapatron crystals, which hold more. Hybrid capacitor banks. Advanced solar panels. Low kinetic generator. Sorry. Thinking through things. Let's see. Essential buses. Essential provider. Export bus. Jars, Ordo, ME, export bus. Coalescence core, warded glass. ME generator, or MV field generators, which require tungsteel, which is another material I don't have access to yet. Large titanium boiler. There's no more diesel related upgrades for the CBD. To continue using combustion generators or the large combustion engine, you can only make your setup bigger or upgrade energy hatches. There is, however, a more powerful dense fuel that the CBD uses, and it's a recipe, but there's a catch. It's a solid fuel to be used in steam boilers, which gives it advantages and disadvantages. Everything from this quest onward is about those solid fuels. There are two versions, one with additional inputs over and over. They both follow the same logic. They need to be converted to steam, which is hard to transport, converted into EU, and then basically requires EU or requires the EV/IV large steam boilers. However, the combination of these fuels and those boilers is much more fuel efficient than before. You're willing to face the additional challenge in this kind of setup. How does it generally go? If you have the CPD, you can get power from it by putting it directly into combustion generators. This is in this line, though you need to automate fuel binder. Add blocks of charcoal, coal, or coke, and then put the super fuel in a titanium or tungsteel large boiler where you get superheated steam. After that, you'll need a high pressure steam turbine multi, followed by a regular steam turbine multi, and the setup is complete. If you want to continue, then you'll need at least one titanium large boiler. Build one. So that's for superheated steam. Tree growth simulator. Yeah, don't think I can do that yet. Sapling power, fermented biomass, fish oil, green ethanol, green nitric acid, biological diesel, 2 alcohols, extracting oil, fish oil, seed oil. Charcoal. So what else did I get marked off here? Right, fluid storage cells. Okay, I do want to do a fluid cell for steam. Ah. I hate when I do that. I'm trying to exit and I press E. Because I'd like to just be dumping all this steam into the ME system and then having it deal with it. Sad to say, I think my head's ringing. So I think I might cut it here before the break, and we'll pick up tomorrow. So still tomorrow, normal GTNH stream. Then Sunday probably will be more Orb of Creation, because I still want to play that game to at least through once. I might do the New Game Plus stuff on my own. I'll see how well it does. But until then, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.